What's up, guys? Let's see. I think it's working. Yep, there it is. Alright. Let's go ahead and mute this up. This is going to be a live stream. This is going to be kind of like a Q&A after I kind of go over some of the stuff. Let me know, first of all, if the sound is good. I'm using a different microphone. I'm not using the headset this time since I'm not editing. But anyways, I'm going to go over the Vance and Hines FuelPak FP3, and I'm going to be going over the Vance and Hines Code Red, which is their newer product. It's working. Alright, so we got Venezia in here, we got Garzon in here, I see Ian Campbell, Ivan, how you doing? Ailman, how you doing? Beard Game, yeah, it's going a little strong right now. Going a little strong. So I have your guys' chat popping up here. I'll be answering some questions if hopefully that I'm able to answer some of them when it comes to these two things. I actually have both. I have the FuelPak and I have the Code Red. So I think I can talk about that. Usually people aren't going to buy both, so it's really nice that I was able to actually have both. Thank you, Vance and Hines, for sending me the Code Red, and thank you, Get Lowered Cycles, for giving me the opportunity to work with the FuelPak. They gave me a nice little discount. So I've been working with them with the FuelPak and the Code Red for a while now, so I feel like I can actually talk a little bit about it. So this is a live stream, like I said. So if you're catching me on the rebroadcast, definitely check out the videos. I will have them linked in the description, but I right now have the links in the description for the where to buy them, and we'll talk more about that. I'll show you some of the videos. I have 2 playlists for that. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about oh, what's up, Michael Crowder? What's up, DueyDidit? Yeah, DueyDidit was the winner of the Code Red. So congrats, man. Thank you, Vance and Hines, for sending it out to him. And yeah, so we're going to kind of go over some things. I have my notes right here. It's kind of almost like when I'm writing, but I wanted to do something a little more personal. Plus, this way I'm able to answer the questions. So the Vance and Hines Code Red, if you guys don't know, is the new product that Vance and Hines came out with, and it's basically a code reader. It's called Code Red, but it's a Code REaD, READ, but it's pronounced Code Red. And the FuelPak FP3 is the tuner that they have. So if you have like a new air intake, you have new exhaust, and your bike's running lean or rich, you can plug this in and work on it. So basically what they both do, and we're going to kind of go over things that they both do, and then we're going to go over things they both do differently, and then my opinions on these products, and then I'll answer some questions if you guys have some questions. Yeah, Code Red is the best Mountain Dew. So hey guys, just so you know, I'll go ahead and try to answer some of the questions right after that. Your stuff's popping up here, but I have it here, and we'll go ahead and go. So, things they both do, okay? So first, they both do sensor data. So if you've seen any of my other videos, if you've seen my review, you've seen I've done the sensor data for the FuelPak and for the Code Red, and it's the same thing. It's basically you can see the tachometer, you can see horsepower, you can see torque, you can see the spark plugs to see if they're working. You can see how much voltage you have coming from your battery. It's basically like another. I mean, it's a sensor data, so it's like another. It's almost like a speedometer. It's another gauge. It's another something that you can have, especially if you have it on your phone on a RAM mount like I have, right next to the gauge. So you can do sensor data that way. You don't have to use it that way. So like, let's say you're in the garage and you're double checking how much horsepower, or if you're double checking if you don't have a multimeter, or if you do, I don't know, but you can check the battery, the voltage and everything. You can check all that stuff going on with the sensor data. Bunch of different cool things. Once this video goes up again, I will have links to both playlists. You should check them out, and it's really good. Is the Code REaD FP3 waterproof? Or yes, it does have an IP rating. I don't know exactly what it is. I have taken it through and washed, but yeah, it's water resistant. I don't know if I don't think it's waterproof. That was a question by DueyDidit. They both do trouble codes. Both of them are a trouble code reader. The FuelPak only shows the code. It doesn't really tell you how to fix it. I remember mine popping up saying the front piston was or the front part was like too lean or something like that, and I was able to fix it with auto tuning. But with the FuelPak, you're able to fix it. So that's basically what it is. The FuelPak, you can tune it if you're having an issue, if it's a fuel consumption type thing. The code red, it shows you the code and it gives you a great description on how to fix it. Some of them even have videos on how to fix it. Especially like I said, if it's running too rich or too lean, it actually describes why and how and what to do to fix it, and basically it's to buy the fuel pack. Both of them are like a small little package. Both of them are really tiny, and I mentioned that in the last video, which was the code red review. I showed you kind of the differences between how big they are. Right now the fuel pack is connected, and my code red, I have it, I was working on it, I was like looking at it and describing it for a video in the future, so I don't have it with me right now, but they're really small, they fit in there. It's the code red fits inside my battery cover while connected. I had to zip tie the fuel pack to the brake, the swing arm. I was able to make it work. I bet you it could fit inside the battery cover on the Sportster. I just didn't try very hard. I just wanted to get it going so I can work on this thing. We'll work on the fuel pack and get it auto-tuned because I still had some really cool stuff going on. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not paying attention too much to the chat, but I'll get to that. Yeah, so it's really easy. The code red fits inside. I talked about that in the review. And they're both plug and play. This is the one thing I really like because I'm not great when it comes to installing stuff, if you guys noticed. They're plug and play. You literally plug it into the ECM port on your bike, and I actually made a video on how to find it on a 2012 Sportster. It's literally, you plug it in, you make sure you get the correct part number. So there's a 4-pin and 6-pin for Sportster or for Harleys, and so you make sure you get that correct one first, and you plug it in, follow the app instructions. It comes with instructions. You download the app, the corresponding app you can buy, or you can download the FuelPak app, or you can download the Code Red app. I have both. You can actually download the Code Red app and the FuelPak app right now, and you can test run it, so you can kind of see what it gives you. But once you buy it and you connect everything, it does read your VIN number. It reads all this other stuff when it comes to your bike, and it's able to work with it, especially if you have it plugged in and all that stuff. But you can actually download the apps and play around with them a little bit and kind of see what they have to offer. They're very durable. I'm not gentle with my bike, and I've taken it through a car wash. Well, I've sprayed it with the power washer. So yes, DueyDidit asked if they're waterproof or it has an IP rating. They're actually, I don't know if they're waterproof, but they're pretty water resistant. And I mean, I wouldn't do a full blast on it with a power washer, but I mean, it's survived a wash or two, and it's been fine. And that is the FuelPak. That's the one I thought would have an issue. The Code Red, it looks like it's meant to be submerged, but I wouldn't do that. All right, so the things that they do differently. The FuelPak can tune the bike. The Code Red can't. So tuning the bike, it's basically making the bike's fuel system work with the air intake and the exhaust, and it makes it so it's running perfect. It's making it running with the right amount of fuel, and it makes it more powerful that way. You're able, and more fuel efficient that way. So it's tuning it to your bike. So you can run auto tune, which I've done a few videos on how to do it, and it's really easy. It's something that I've done every single time I've done an upgrade with an exhaust, with an air intake, and it tunes your bike specifically to the specific upgrade that you've done. So that's really nice. It's really good. It's made my bike more powerful and a lot better running, to be quite honest. The Code Red can't do that. It can only tell you trouble codes and do sensor data. So when you can tune the bike, you do the auto tune, or you can do the map system. So if you have a Vance and Hines exhaust, they already have the maps built in to the app and to the program. So you literally can just use what they did, and it should be perfect. And if you don't find yours on there, because each time I've gotten exhausts, Vance and Hines exhausts, they weren't on there. I had the Roll & Sands Tracker 2-in-1, it wasn't on there. I have the Vance and Hines mini grenades, which are new exhausts from them. It wasn't on there. So I was able to email them, and they told me what I should do, and then do an auto tune to make it even better, which I did, and now my bike runs great. The FuelPak is married to your bike, and the Code Red isn't. So when I mean married, as soon as you plug in that code RED, it gives you a warning saying, hey, if you use this, or not the code RED, the Vance and Hines FuelPak, if you use this, it is now a part of your bike, basically. So the FuelPak, once you tune your bike or start tuning your bike, auto-tuning, or whatever it is, that is now a part of your bike. If you try to sell it, it's not going to work for somebody else. The only thing you can use the FuelPak for is to check trouble codes on someone else's bike with the same pin system. That is all you can use it for after you use it on your bike to tune your bike. The code RED, you don't have to do that. You can just check your stuff. You can do sensor data, and if you don't like it, and this is one thing that I mentioned right here, is that if you don't like it, you could probably sell it on Craigslist. You could probably sell it to your friend, give it to your friend, because it's not married to your bike, as long as it has the same pin system. So there's the 4-pin and the 6-pin system, and in my review, I talk about which bikes fit what for the Harley. So let's say you have a 4-pin Sportster, you get the code RED, you start doing your work on your bike, you do all this stuff, and then you check all the trouble codes, and you're like, man, I don't need this anymore. You could sell it, or you can find it probably used on eBay or used on Craigslist and stuff. Now with the FuelPak, if you see a used FuelPak, if you see that and it's like very expensive, that's probably a scam, because once it's married to a bike, it cannot be used with another bike. It can only be used to read trouble codes. So if somebody's trying to sell you a used FuelPak for like $200, saying, hey, that's half off MSRP, great deal, right? You can tune your bike, you can flash your bike. It's used though, so it's $200. Don't buy it, because once somebody uses it, it can't be used on your bike. Like if I have a 2012 Sportster, my buddy has a 2012 Sportster, I use the FuelPak FP3 on my bike, and I tune my bike, I do the auto tune, all that stuff. I'm like, cool, I don't need it anymore, I don't care about the sensor data, I did what I need to do. I'm like, hey buddy, you want this? And I sell it to him for $200. He can't use it. The code RED though, I can do all the sensor data, I can check trouble codes, I can do all this stuff, because that's what I want. $99 MSRP, you can probably find it cheaper, $79, I don't know. $99, I use it, do all this stuff. I'm like, man, I don't want it anymore. Hey, you want this? $50. $50. Like, yeah. Cool, there you go. Sell it. It's a 4-pin system to him. It should work. That's the cool thing about the code RED, and that's the difference when it comes to the code RED and FuelPak. One's married, one isn't. So I want to kind of get in the cost when it comes to this. Yeah, I'm trying to read you guys' comments too. How you guys all doing? How are you guys doing? 31 of you in here. That's awesome. If you guys could hit the like button, that would definitely help out the channel and help everything else out. Also, the cost. Let's go and talk about the cost real quick. I'm going to go by MSRP, because you can always probably find, you could probably find deals online somewhere, especially on Black Friday or all this other stuff. The FuelPak FP3 MSRP is $399. I've seen it cheaper elsewhere. And the code RED MSRP is $99. So it's a $300 difference. So you really need to use it for what they're designed for, and that's what I'm going to come up with a conclusion for this, is that both serve their specific purpose for that price point, and they're priced at that price point for that reason. It costs quite a bit to tune your bike. It does cost quite a bit to tune your bike professionally, and the one thing I really like about this is that it's plug and play. You do it on your own, and you get like a new upgrade. You get like a new air intake or a new exhaust. You could auto tune it. You could do all that stuff, and I've actually had to do that because I've auto tuned my bike to my 2-in-1. I went and then I was able to get the mini grenades. Vance and Hines sent me the mini grenades, so I had to auto tune. I had to auto tune again. They sent me the VO2 air intake. I had to auto tune again. So that's the cool thing about the FuelPak. I was able to auto tune 3-4 times, and whenever I make another upgrade to this bike, I can auto tune it. And when it comes to selling, if I ever felt like selling the bike, like, hey guys, if you're gonna put an exhaust on, you're gonna do this, you got a tuner on it already, so it's gonna be working great. So the FuelPak is increased the power and fuel efficiency of my bike, like big time. It's made a huge difference when it came to my bike, and that is worth the cost. I think it's one of the better upgrades I could put on my bike when it comes to power. I think that the top 3 things that I've done to my bike is the air intake, the exhaust, and the FuelPak. I think it's the best things. Everything else is just accessories. These are like the 3 main things you want to get, and it's crazy how they all work together pretty well. I mean, it's Vance and Hines. The code RED, I think it's really awesome. If I didn't have a purpose, if I didn't have a need for tuning my bike, and I was just working on my bike all the time, I would get the code REaD. So like I'd get the code REaD so I can read trouble codes. I mean, I understand that you can already read trouble codes through the Harley system itself. It'll give you like, you know, P1305, something like that, and you can look it up yourself. The cool thing is with the code REaD, when you actually get to see what it is, like it tells you exactly what it is, that specific code, and how to fix it. So that's really nice. That's really awesome that you could do that, and it gives you a list of codes in case you have a list of codes and how to fix all those. So that's really nice to have, and it's very important. And if you're constantly working on your bike, it's constantly on your bike, you can do that. And the sensor data is really nice. I actually really like the sensor data, and you can do it with both. But if you just want the sensor data and the code reader, I think the code REaD at that price point is worth it. Plus, the cool thing is that you can use it on multiple bikes. So if you have like two, 3 bikes with a 4-pin system or something, you buy it for one specific bike, your daily rider, and you decide to, you know, you get on a different bike and something's happening, you could unplug your code REaD, put it into that one, and double check and see what's going on. And I think that's really awesome that you could do that. So that is a great thing when it comes to the code REaD. Plus, like I said, since it's not married to your bike, you might be able to find used ones later on when there's more on the market, or you can sell yours. So there's that. And it's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal. $3.99 versus $99. There's that trade-off you're going to get. Auto-tuning, tuning your bike. It's a long-term purchase. It's a long-term investment to your bike. The code REaD, it's great to have. It's another tool in the toolbox. And I'm just glad I was able to use both of them. And that's my opinion on it. Which one do you want? I don't know. So now I'm going to go ahead and talk. And if you guys have any questions, we're going to go ahead and go over some of these questions. I have DueyDidit here. Like I said, he won the code REaD, so that's awesome, man. Can it be used in bikes with carbs or only FI? So, Elman, what kind of bike you have? Let's go to the Vance and Hines. Vance and Hines. Let's do fuel packs. I think that's what you're asking for. Now they have a list of bikes that it's used for. So let's see. There's the Legacy fuel pack, and then there's here. I'll throw this in here. Go to the bottom. Check the application chart. So you can. I think the oldest bike that I see on here is a 2001 Softail. Yeah, 2001 Softail would be using the FuelPak LED. Now that's the Legacy one, and I believe, and it doesn't do the sensor data, but you're able to. Yeah, these are only working for Harleys. Yeah, it's only working for Harleys. They do have some fuel packs for the Indian Scout, but yeah, this is specifically for Harley, and it's specifically for Harley on the code REaD for now. That's one of the problems. What up, DDFM? This is Ivory, the newbie fan. How you doing, Ivory? Yeah, keep it real, bro. Same thing here. And I see Ian in here. Ian, nice to have you here. I've been reading a lot of your comments on Patreon. So once again, guys, a lot of these are patrons. 01 is the first year EFI, so then it's so it's fuel injected. So a lot of these guys in here are patrons. If you want to be a patron, it's right here in the description. It is the DDFM crew that's really supporting this channel. Michael Crowder with the super chat, thank you so much. WayWardRebelAce, see if I can get that right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Can't wait to see you on the gentleman's ride down here in Tucson. That's still a long ride. I can't believe you're going to do that. So you guys have any questions about the fuel pack? You have any questions about the code REaD? Very great products. I really like them a lot. Your videos are helping me get back in riding after a 25-year break. Dude, that's crazy. I highly recommend going to take an MSF course. They do actually have courses when it comes to, let's see this, MSF course. They have courses for people that are getting back into riding after they haven't rode in a while. Continuing the ride, I think that's probably where you would come back in. There's specialized programs. There's an online program. That's cool. But yeah, definitely go check out your version of an MSF course. And Connor with the $2 super chat over here. Thank you guys for starting the super chat. That really does help out the channel. I think after letting you guys know after the retirement of firefighting, I am doing this full time. So we got 2 of my patrons here trying to one up each other. Thank you so much, Michael, and thank you so much, Connor. Man, that's awesome. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. It really does help me out. If you guys want to check out, I do have some stuff on the shop. I'm not going to be talking too much about gear right now and all that stuff, but I do have some flags and everything. So check out the shop. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but yeah, definitely take an MSF course. I would definitely do that. Let's go ahead and go to the video. So if you have any questions for the FuelPak, I can direct you to specific videos, and I do have a playlist for each one, and I can direct you to the Code Red playlist also. How you doing, Sam, Anthony, everybody? Let's go ahead and share this video. I'll go ahead and do a live stream for the next 20 minutes. We'll be halfway through. I have that cheap plexi cover one from Amazon. FuelPak program goes by which exhaust you have. Does the intake matter? No. So, Brun, great question. You're broke for now. Great question. So what happened with me is that I had the cheap stock air intake for my Harley. It was that ugly one, and they sent me the Vance and Hines mini grenades. So what I did was I auto-tuned with the FuelPak. I was doing it all. Finally auto-tuned it. It sounded great, felt great. Bike was running amazing with that exhaust. Vance and Hines is like, man, you're doing great. You know what looked good on your bike? I think the VO2 air intake with the grenade cover looked great on your bike. Here you go. Boom, boom, boom. They sent it to me. So there's nothing inside the FuelPak that says what air intake you have. So I was like, man, what do I do? So I talked to them. I emailed them. And it's like, yeah, you just run auto-tune with it. So you run auto-tune with your specific exhaust. So like I had the mini grenades, and they didn't have that map in the system. So I think I used the short shots. They recommended the short shots, and I used the auto-tune map. And so I re-auto-tuned the short shot map that they have on file when I got the new air intake. And what that did is that it really did change the bike, how it felt, because I ran it for like 2 rides without an auto-tune with the air intake, and you can hear it sucking air. You can just feel it running a little lean. You could feel all that. So then when I ran auto-tune that second time with the mini grenades, but now with the VO2 air intake, it runs fine. So basically what happens is that I don't know if they're making one for the Shadow. Yeah, the FuelPak would definitely help. NBTYRC worldwide. It would help. It would help because from what I understand, Harley's come out the gate running lean, and it'll definitely help out your bike. And if you don't feel like you're, did I miss something? Anthony sent out $5, man. The super chat with $5. I was staring at the camera the whole time. I didn't even see that. Thank you so much, Anthony, for the super chat. You know, you guys can actually write a comment, right? When you do the super chat, you can actually say whatever it is you want to see. And you notice how it's popping up and staying on the screen this whole time? Yeah, you guys could totally, you could totally do it. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. Yeah, it'll help out your stock machine, and that's what I was talking to them about. I was like, man, what is it that I can tell my subscribers, my viewers, like, and I asked them, I was like, I understand, and this is my contact with Vance and Hines, and I asked them, I was like, you know what, I understand you want to sell the products. We're using my audience to hopefully sell some products, but I asked them, I was like, what do I tell them for this question if it's a stock bike? Would it really help? And I got an amazing, truthful answer, and he said, yeah, it would, because your bikes come out usually pretty lean. Harleys come out usually pretty lean, so they can get that fuel mileage on their sticker. And when you use a full FuelPak, you're able to actually auto-tune it to everything that it came with, and it actually makes the system run better. It will definitely make the system run way better if you get aftermarket air intake and exhaust. It'll always do that. But it will help out your system when it comes to a stock machine. And if you want to keep it stock, that's cool. But if you ever do like a Screaming Eagle or something, or if you do something that makes it look still stock, but it's like an upgrade, you'll have something. And I mean Screaming Eagle air intake, not like, because I know Screaming Eagle has their own tuner and everything. Wishing you all the best in your new career, Ian. Thank you. I appreciate it. Canadian 279, how you doing? That's what it shows up on my side. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. See how you can write a comment. Thank you guys for the super chat. I appreciate it. It definitely does help. I'm over here getting the playlists for you guys, so that way it is going to be up when it's up. And I also have the VO2 air intake review playlist. I also have the mini grenades playlist with the install and everything. So my iron has a map for my Vance and Hines pipes and Screaming Eagle intake. Should I still run auto tune? So Donald, so that you went and got. Did you go and get that done outside? And I understand that this is going to be a little delay, so I say that. I read it. It's going to be a little delay, so I'll come back to your question. Here's a little Mech Tech auto tuning will make your bike run cooler than stock. Lean air fuel ratio runs them hotter than a proper. DueyDidit understands, and he knows what he's talking about. Great stuff. Worldwide, appreciate what you do. Thank you. I appreciate you actually being here and watching this. Another thing, guys, if you want to know more, DueyDidit's part of the Discord. We have a bunch of the guys part of the Discord. Connor, Venezia, a lot of you guys, I recognize you from the Discord. And what that is, it's a big chat room, and we actually have. Let's see. Let's go ahead. I'll link that in here. So what we actually have in the Discord is motorcycle mechanics, motorcycle gear, motorcycle picks. So we have a hangout to where we talk about bikes. So if you have any questions, I'm able to be on there. And we have these guys. We have WayWardRebelAce. We have DueyDidit. We have everybody that knows stuff about stuff, and we can help each other out. I'm not the absolute perfect guy when it comes to motorcycle mechanic stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and link that. So join the Discord. It'd be really awesome if you did. Dan, I know this isn't review related, but I gotta say thanks for talking me into seeing it. Yeah, you know, this channel is all about keeping everyone financially healthy, motorcycle physically healthy, and mentally healthy. So I'm glad you're actually going to see that, dude. I need to go out and get one again. I need to go back to my old one. So we're working on that. Yeah, join the Discord. Join the Discord. What about chopped out baffles with them? Tools counteract anything? Might. I think you might have to do an auto tune, because here's the thing: is when you select a map from the download the you know what, here I'm gonna go to the Vance and Hines FuelPak app. Download the app. I want you guys to go here. So download the app on your phone, and I want you to check it out. So they have the install guide, and for the iPhone and Android, they have it on Google Play and the App Store. Now here's the thing, when you check the maps, so let's say you do the Vance and Hines short shots. I'm going to use the short shots a lot because that's the one I use too. So Vance and Hines short shots, it's going to ask if you have quiet baffles in it, standard baffles, and I think it even asks you if you have no baffles. So if you have it chopped up, it might work. I know I can finally say her name, Michael, or yeah. WayWardRebelAce. Wind therapy is the best antidepressant. It's really nice, but sometimes we need a little extra. You know what I'm saying? But so if you have chopped out baffles, an auto tune probably will work. I'm gonna say probably. I don't know 100%, but I think it will. So I have the. Let's go ahead. I got the code red. I'm gonna put this in the description. So Vance and Hines code. And it's code red. It's spelled code REaD, but it's pronounced code red. Playlist. Boom. Playlist. So we're gonna do that. And then Vance and Hines fuel FuelPak FP3 playlist. This is all going to be updated so that if you are watching this on rebroadcast, you will have all this basically set up for you. So let's go ahead. Does this send you to the playlist? Let's see. Let's see. This is why I wanted to do this live stream Q&A. Because it makes it easier to give you guys everything I possibly can. So let's go ahead. There we go. Let's do that. Boom. So it should. There you go. Changes are saved. So I think if you guys refresh the live stream, it should pop up. But here is the FuelPak playlist. FuelPak playlist. You did bust out the toughest question, Sam. That was a good question, though, because I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people out there that want to know. So here's the Code Red playlist right here. All right. So we got those in there, and those will be in the description. And hope you guys enjoy that. Let me go ahead and take a sip real quick. This is all live stream stuff. I usually edit out the parts where I mess up. Gotta grow the beard. I'm drinking fertilizer. So if you guys are part of the Discord, thank you for being a part of the Discord. But if you guys aren't in the Discord yet, definitely join the Discord. That is the DDFM chat, and we can answer a bunch of questions in here. And once again, I just want to thank the patrons. I have them in the description, all the way from veteran crew and up. I got the legend Brian's. I put S. I don't want to put you guys' last name out on blast. So Brian, thank you so much. Venezia, we got John C, Orion, Robert. Senior crew. Those are captains. Senior crew. Murai, Johnny, Ringo, Fox, Kelly, Craig, Fox, Starwar, Twinleaf, Emmett, and DueyDidit. We got the veteran crew: Scott, Michael, Nathan, Canadian Tom, Brian, and I know Scott. I think you wanted to be Fiero. Let's go ahead and change that. It doesn't auto update when it comes to the live stream one. All right. So Fox, Kelly, Craig, Fox, Story, Twin. Okay, got those. Canadian Tom, Brian, Andrew, Carlos, David, Dustin, Brian, Omar, Fresh, SSBM, Lieblingsleben, Alex, John, H, WayWardRebelAce. Oh, yeah, WayWardRebelAce. No, Wayward. Dang it. This thing is not updated. We are gonna change that. You are a senior crew now. What's going on, man? See, I recognize. Yeah. Let's not go off of that thing. That was ridiculous. We're going over the patrons again. All right, here we go. Captains: Venezia, Orion, John, Robert. $20 crew. The senior crew is Dan, William, WayWardRebelAce, Johnny, Ringo, DueyDidit, Trevor, Amy, Murai, Fox, Kelly, Craig, Fox, Starwar, Twinleaf, Cecil. We got Ian Campbell heading it up for this veteran crew. Rakk, Richard, Scott, which is Fiero, Nathan, Canadian Tom, Brian, which is Carlos, David, Dustin, Brian, Omar, Fresh. We got Justin, which is Lieblingsleben, and Alex, NightcruiserMA, John, Andrew, John, and Steve. There we go. I think I got it. Yeah, this thing is all way behind on that one. So we got to make some updates. I'll make it updates later. I'm on Discord but new and still figuring out how it all works. Yeah, it's a little weird. I honestly like the mobile version better. Fireman 4L, no, I don't think so. They might be pulling your leg to do that, but here's the cool thing about the FP3 is that, like I said, if you ever do an upgrade, if you ever change out your exhaust, you change out your intake, you can always auto-tune and you have it there already. You get the sensor data and you always have it a part of your bike. You never have to go to the dealership to mess with it. It runs trouble codes. It has all that cool stuff. Excuse me. And you can always click the customer service portion inside the FuelPak if you have it linked up with your email on your account, it actually sends a list of your bike's data to Vance and Hines. So if you have a question, they have text that will look over the data that you send them, and then they'll answer your questions, and they're very quick. Full beard is better than mustache chase. Yes, these are for Harleys only. I know they make a fuel pack for the Indian Scout. So that might be, if you have an Indian Scout, you could probably get a fuel pack. I don't think, yeah, I'm pretty sure the code red is just for Harleys right now. Code red is just for Harleys right now. Wow, man. Over the weekend, we have a ton of patrons. I need to update this big time. Big time. So that is going to be something I'm going to be doing. Not my anxiety, but my my OCD is kicking in right now. It's like I want to do it right now. I think Venezia knows what I'm talking about over here. So how's your guys' week going? This is a hump day. This is a Wednesday. This is normally this video is usually pre-recorded, and I usually do this, you know, but I want to do this live stream. That way it's more of like a Q&A. How long till you get an Indian? Dude, the FTR 1200, I might get that. I might get that. That is such a badass bike. It might be too much power for me though, because I don't know. I'd probably act like an idiot on that bike. So we are gonna just do this, and I'll go ahead and leave it alone. When is Nikki gonna get her Triumph? You want her to get her Triumph? I want to get that Honda Rebel. 25 minutes till you clock out for the day. Yeah, so guys, I just wanted to talk to you about the Vance and Hines fuel pack and the code red. Oh, we got Joseph here. Happy to support after a few months of being on the DDFM train on the Discord. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. If you're on the Discord, the super chat, thank you so much. If you're on the Discord, man, if you become a $5 patron, you actually get that Discord. Those Discord perks, you actually get quite a bit. And guys, I have something in the works for patrons. This is since we're 37 minutes into it, got something in the works. I'm working with an artist, so thank you. That's gonna be something just for patrons. You have to be a patron to get it. That's gonna be the cool thing. But I have all my merch over here, and so you guys want to become a patron, if you want to go in the shop, it definitely does help out. I appreciate it. But yeah, thank you, Joseph. I appreciate the super chat. It really does help out. It really does. But I'm gonna be heading out. I'm gonna go ahead and work on some more stuff. We got a lot of cool things coming in. I might be working with Harley Davidson in Tucson. Got some collabs coming up. So we got some really cool things coming up, and I just want to say thank you once again for making this possible. And thank you, Vance and Hines. Thank you, Get Lowered, once again for sending me this stuff. And if it wasn't for Get Lowered and me getting the fuel pack, Vance and Hines probably wouldn't have seen me. So it's been a wild ride. It's really awesome. Quality over quantity, attention to detail. I want to do things right. It's a good trade as long as yeah. So you guys have been helping me out, especially my patrons. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Wayward. Thank you, Venezia. DueyDidit. I see you guys in here, and thank you for the super chats. That really does help out. Can't wait for YouTube to allow me to let it so you guys can sponsor me. And I can't wait for YouTube to allow me to do, what is it? There's some really cool stuff that's coming out that they're rolling out to content creators. So I can't wait for that. Thanks, Norm. Thank you. I appreciate that, Norm. If you become a $5 or more patron, you get discount, or you get perks on the Discord. And you get some really cool stuff. And check the tiers, check the rewards. I'm trying to make it so that it's worth it for you guys. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and head out. I'm going to go and hang out with my kids. And I'm going to probably play some video games, but I got some stuff to do when it comes to the channel. I got where I work till 5 on my side. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the super chats, and thank you for the patrons. Join the Discord, all right? I'll see you guys later.